February 2026, and I'm here to give you the rundown of today. Okay, so I drank coffee, so I'm energetic tonight, and it's good because I have a presentation that I'm meant to make tomorrow, and I'm not done with my slides, so I need that energy for tonight. But otherwise, today I was in a very funny place today in terms of work, in terms of not work, in terms of how I felt in general about today. I was in a very funny place. Before I left the house, I was feeling, I was feeling somehow, and then I got to the office. Well, hard girl cried in the office today. And not for anyone to see, not because I want everybody to know what's up, but just because there are days like this. There are days that sort of start out funny and then the slightest thing can just tip you over. So if you had that kind of day today, you're in good company because you're not alone, right? So that's kind of day I had. I got to, which is why I wanted to like drink coffee and just get out of my head and just be for the work. And sometimes, denying how you really feel in the moment, sometimes you push it to the back and then that becomes the back burner and you're not aware of it, but it's causing more issues. So I'm dealing with it. I'm dealing with whatever it was. It was actually a physical symptom I was experiencing in the morning, and then that just materialized into emotional and whatever, and I just couldn't cope without venting like that. So I did. But outside of that, I saw the groom to be on Sunday. I saw the couple actually. I saw Mao and Ruthie, and yeah, it was cool. The wearing like it was very early in the morning, so it wasn't like dressed up, come out type thing. It was dash in, dash out type thing. So again, fingers crossed, waiting for Saturday. It's gonna be loud. um, Today, as a business owner, one of the things that I'm committing to is being vulnerable about some of the things that happen in the business. Not just when we do open up a new place or do new renovations and whatever. But today, thank you so much. Thank you. Today, we got some feedback around the Valentine weekend and how we were overbooked and some people didn't have a pleasant experience with us. And I'd like to first of all say that I take responsibility and I'm very sorry about that because ultimately I am responsible for how that panned out. And I'm taking, steps to ensure that next year or whatever, any other time that we put out reservations, reserve now, all of that, it doesn't happen again. So we're gonna have a meeting to just see through what was some of the issues and how do we ensure that they don't happen again. And it's a good thing. The feedback was a good thing because if you're overbooked, it means that a lot of people were looking forward to staying with us, right? Being with us for Valentine's, and that's a good thing in general. So we just want to make sure that we are able to accommodate at our optimal level and give them a great experience. And optimal level has to do with us not overburdening the kitchen and the wait staff. So that said, I take responsibility for how that worked out, and we're doing stuff internally to ensure that next year, premium service, premium food, all done. Okay, so what else happened today? I avoided for a long time. If you followed this channel, you know that at one point I told you that I lost a colleague. He was on his way to work, hit and run, the person got away with it, he died. And recently they've gone to do his burial in up north because he's northern and I think he's a Muslim as well, so it's immediate, right? But hello. But one of the things that happened all the while is I imagined who it was. I wasn't sure of who it was. And so a part of me didn't want to be sure about who it was. I didn't want to see that this person was lost forever to us and to his family, primarily to his family. So I had asked for a picture just to pay respects, you know. I had asked for a picture of him, all of that good stuff, and today I got that picture and my hands were shaking before I opened the picture because I was like, oh my god, I will forever know the face of the person who has passed on. Even though we've done the things that we needed to do in terms of supporting the family and ensuring that we are there for them, I was too scared to confirm who it was. I was too scared to see a picture. Maybe that makes me somehow, but I was just scared. I finally saw his picture today, and my hands stopped shaking, and now I know for sure. And it's okay. Like, I prayed for him. I prayed that, I don't know. Anyways, moving on from that doom and gloom. Let me share some good news with you, and I'm thinking about the good news to share because I'm expecting one and it's coming through because it will, but it hasn't panned out yet, so I can't share. Hello, it's evening here. The time is 10:25 p.m. for me, so good morning to you. I went shopping today. I realized that I wanted to go shopping in a particular space, and it takes time and planning for me to. It's like going to a far out place to go and shop, right? And shop in bulk and then come back. And I've not been able to do it, even though I said, I'll do it in December. Didn't do it in December, didn't do it in January. This is February already. And I was running out of products. So you know what? I went to the damn shop, went and bought stuff, and here I am. And I DIY'd my hair, but I just relaxed it. I didn't just wash it. So it's wet, and I'm very proud of how it's going to turn out tomorrow. Tomorrow, speaking of, I told you guys, I have a presentation. Presentation is 80% done. Finessing is what's left, and I need to just finesse and be sure that it's ready to go tonight before I sleep. So my way is still far. So what else? I hope you had a good day. I really hope you had a good day. Like, I keep talking about myself today, but I hope you had a good day. I hope that somehow you have something to be grateful for. My lessons for today are, I learned something, and I hope you can learn this lesson too. When you're bleeding, it was dedicated. I was listening to her sermon today. When you're bleeding, it's not the time to go and talk about what caught you. That's the simpler way to say it. When you're bleeding, it's not the time to talk about what caught you. It's time to retreat and heal yourself, and then talk about it from a place of health, about your scars and not the wound. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're referring to the scars because it's in the past for you. She was talking about women who are wise and how you don't talk too much or talk about everything that's going on, and all these people who are like putting their lives out on social media. And then I'm looking at myself like, again for the second time this month, looking at myself like, am I part of those people because I am doing this? But it's not the same. And this is the second time I'm telling you guys that's not the same. So yeah, but she just basically talked about wise women. She was talking about wise women, things that wise women do. Not talk too much, not talk about everything and anything that's going on in your life, and not talk about the things that are going on currently. Like, you can talk about things in the past and talk about things that you are over, but not things that are going on. She talks about handling your emotions and not being overly out there with your emotions. Yes, everybody has emotions. Everybody has negative emotions, and yes, sometimes it will be overwhelming for you, but how to just gather yourself and, and how not to be over spiritual for earthly good. Like, how can you're not in touch with reality, you're scaboshing and all of that, but you're not in touch with, actually she really hit some high points and good points too, like really good points. So I'm glad I listened to that, and those were my lessons for today, because I shared that first point, Gongo. That was my lesson for today. So that's what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for DDK and that sermon in particular. I'm grateful also for the well, in church we're concentrating on the passage. It's Psalm 23, and we're reading it and meditating on it and expanding it, right? I'm praying over it, so I encourage you to do the same because it's really good. That meeting that was meant to happen last night after this recording didn't happen, and it has still not happened, and I'm sad about it. But I honestly, I'm only able to do what I'm able to do. I can't split myself into multiple places, and I need to prioritize things that are important to me first before, doing other things. So here I am admitting to being human. Anyways, I have to go now. It's been real. I hope you really had a good day, and I hope you had a day that is worth reflecting on and thanking God for. And guess what? Every day is worth reflecting on and thanking God for. You just have to see what to thank God for, and if you don't look, you won't see. So that's my charge to you today. Have a wonderful night rest. I am going off now. See ya.